Okay, this is 2005 Srx Cadillac 3.6 liter engine. I'm doing the spark plug change on it. I already popped off the engine cover. First off, I'm sorry, kind of started a little before I started recording. You got to take off the crossbar. These are 18 millimeter sockets, and you need 18 millimeter sockets. Sorry for that. And you also need, and after you take that off, the engine cover just is held on by little rubber holders, so it just pops out. Just be gentle with it so you don't break it. Of course, you'll take these two caps off before you can do that, and then of course after you take the cover off, put these back on. Now you need a 13 millimeter socket, and you need to loosen these 6 bolts and the one way back there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do that right now. You take them off, they're fairly long. I just send them over to the side. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna loosen this bolt right here and pull this pull the duct off. Okay, this is gonna be a 8 millimeter socket for that. Okay, you're gonna pull the duct off. You're gonna push it down below the intake, and also this little hose right here. I know it's sunny, you can't really see, but this little hose right here connects to this. So if you could also disconnect that from that and pull it off. Remove only this. This engine mount, it's 10 millimeter. Then you remove this bolt right here on the passenger side, 10 millimeter again. And you're going to disconnect these connectors right here. I think they push out. Let me check it out real quick. And on the passenger side, you're going to remove this screw right here, and that's going to be 10 millimeters. Okay, you're going to disconnect these wires. Hold on a second. There we go. Disconnect these wires right here. That's why on both of this, so you can move this out of the way. Pretty much you just, let's get some light back in here. Come on. Pretty much you just push one end, and this box will pop out right here, and you just release. Yay! Okay, all three on this side are out. Again, you just push it through, wiggle it around, and finally it will come loose. And these are your ignition coils right here. So we're gonna take those off next after I do the other side. On this side, I moved this intake tube that was right here that could connect to, again, connects to this right here. Move that, popped it off, moved it out of the way so I can get these 3 off. Okay, I pulled the coil out. The other ones are still in. Here is the, I can't get that thing in focus, can we? That is a new spark plug. The old one looks like this. It won't stay in focus, I'm sorry. It's really corroded, really nasty looking. I just tried to put this one in. Again, there's a rubber insert on these, and it's very hard to get out the socket after you've installed it. So what I'm going to do is I have another one, and I'm going to remove the rubber socket in one of these to insert them. Okay? Alright, I changed out this entire side, and you torque them down with a torque wrench. I don't know where mine's at. I think it's back there. To 15 pounds a piece, and then I put the inductor coils back on them, snapped them down, screwed those down, and snapped back the wires on. Okay, so now I'm about to the other side. Okay, the other side is now installed. Everything's screwed down, bolted down, and the wires are back connected again. I put the intake back underneath this little bracket right here. You have to move it out of the way so you can get over there. So you just lift this whole thing up and move it, and I moved it back underneath this bracket now. Set it back where it's supposed to go. You bolt this bad boy back right here on this mount, and you just reverse the process.